Before we introduce that student, I want to introduce two gentlemen, the principal of this high school and the IB coordinator here, who actually made this happen for Darlene, the student that we're talking about here, and hope that this continues on for many students here. So I want to start with you, Mr. Skapiak. What does the school offer for students?
The IB program is a world-class program which offers the most rigorous education possible for students, and it gives them opportunities to go to the best colleges. So our school did very well academically, and Mayor Rahm Emanuel chose Kennedy as one of the expansion schools for IB. So now our students have the ability to come in and study and become the most prepared for college when they graduate.
And now, Mr. Clark, who's the IB coordinator here, what does the program offer? What kind of program, if you were to describe it, what is it?
Mr. Skapiak hit the nail on the head when he used the word prepared. The preparation for college, the preparation for the next level, having our students really understand themselves as learners and be able to take that to the university and beyond. And also understand themselves as members of a much larger community, a global community versus their local perspective.
And I mean, this is some pretty big news. It's more than $1 million. How do you feel?
It's amazing that we have a student who has over $1 million mind. It's an honor not only to our school community, the teachers that have taught this amazing student, and obviously a testament to her parents.
Darlene Diaz is actually here with us this morning, and she's a CPS student who worked so hard to get more than $1 million in scholarship funds. And we're just so proud of you, and I want you to know that. And I want you to share with our viewers here, just how hard did you have to work for that?
Well, my agenda was my best friend during that time, so I had to be really organized, and I wrote down all the deadlines I had. So for each school, I had to figure out, okay, this is the time that they want the financial aid documents, or I have to make sure to hit submit on my entire application before January 1st. So I had to be really organized.
So how many schools and colleges did you apply to?
I applied to 19.
And you got accepted to?
10.
That is amazing. So, and if you have any advice for those that might be following in your footsteps or those that might be wanting to go the same route that you did, what kept you going?
Knowing that as much as I tried, and even though that there's a lot of rejection as well during this process, I did face rejection, but I shouldn't be scared of that, and neither should anyone else. And that even though there are some schools that you might not really expect to land on your list, research more about them, and they might end up falling in love with you, and you just fall in love with them.
And lastly here, Darlene, who was your support system?
I had a very large support system. So, of course, my family, especially since sometimes I would get stressed, and my school counselors, my college and career coach, Ms. Campos. The IIT Global Leaders Program was a really big help during this process, and the Chicago Scholars Network.
And lastly, tell us, what school will you be attending?
I will be attending Davidson College in North Carolina.
There we go. Stephen Curry, guys.